is the CEO of Wall Street Strategies. First off, with Trumka, do you sympathize with him?
Those are crocodile tears. Come on, you got to be kidding me. First of all, to compare, the AFL-CIO workers with CEOs of private, large corporations. Imagine you're the CEO, you've got 100,000 employees in 70 countries, and you should be making the same as, the guy, Richard Trumka, is going to determine your pay. Right. The bottom line with all of this is that these federal salaries come out of our pockets. These benefits come out of our pockets. It is absolutely amazing. The average federal worker makes $123,000 versus $69,000 for the people.
30% more.
No, that's almost 50%. We're talking almost 50% when we talk salaries and benefits for federal workers. State workers make about 30% more. This is mind-boggling stuff. Imagine you don't even know what's going to happen with your retirement. You've got a 401k. Their retirement is guaranteed. You don't know what's going to happen with your health benefits. Theirs is guaranteed, but it's guaranteed off of your back.
And we're not even talking about a pay cut.
Right.
We're just talking about a pay freeze. Most of Americans had a pay freeze for the last 2 years.
Until a couple of weeks ago, the president actually was considering giving them a pay raise. Could you imagine that? and to use the term shared sacrifice, even call this sacrifice, is so disingenuous.
But Charles, doesn't it bother you, the congressional staffers, senators, and House of Representatives, and congressmen and women? They're not suffering a pay freeze, and they're voting on federal workers who are going to get one. Shouldn't they fall on the sword, too?
Well, there's absolutely no doubt.
They did. No, members of Congress have froze their pay in the last couple of years as well.
No. Well, here's the thing, though. What worries me is this relationship between the people we elect and these unions. So, since 1989 to 2010, of the top 14 political donors, 11 are unions. 95% of their money has gone to Democrats. It's this alliance.
So you're saying that's an insurance policy against this?
No, well, it's an insurance policy against this, but it's so disingenuous. You got 42 million people living on welfare right now, food stamps. Guys, for the president to even suggest that this is a sacrifice is a slap in the face.
Many people are saying that this was a big political move yesterday because it makes it look as if the president is aligning himself now with the Republicans, and many of whom won the election about a month ago.
It's a political move, but it's equivalent to me of moving a pawn on the first play of the game. It's nowhere near
dropping
anything.
the bucket.
It's nothing that I would call a sacrifice. This midterm elections, the state and the municipal county workers, they ponied up $87.5 million. They used up all of their money. They went to their emergency budget, and then they borrowed another $2 million. You know what their primary goal was? To make sure that their pay wasn't cut and that there weren't any staff cuts. As far as freezing salaries,
right. Let's just look at these polls right now and how the president has paid the price with his overall ratings. According to Gallup, look at that. Among independents, he's probably suffered the most. He's
down
10 points. The African-American community is held pretty strong. And you have younger voters where he's lost about 8% there. So he has paid the price since he's taken over. And I think right now he's going to say, why don't I try my hand at doing what Bill Clinton did, even to maybe testing the waters right now as he gets set with this.
This is not even sticking a baby tone to the water. Really, this is just a ploy. And this is what I mean. This was not worthy of a major press conference. It wasn't even worthy of some of the terminology used, like the word sacrifice should not have been thrown into this. Yesterday, what we saw in Ireland, they had to cut 25,000 public sector workers.
Amazing.
Around the world, people are cutting public sector pay.
He used sacrifice on purpose to assuage the people on the left who did not want to see this at all.
But it's just at some point, though, it becomes offensive.
Hey, let's talk about your